Welcome back to Sunrise Daily. We'll continue our focus on the developments within the PDP as it has to do with the emergence of the new national chairman, which is many or some of them disagree with. Mr. Colet Odenigbo joins us, also a member of the party. Morning, and thank you for joining us today. Well, you did hear Mr. Miko saying all is not well with the emergence of Modu Sheriff as the chairman, that in fact his group, do not recognize him as such.
I can barely hear you, Chamberlain. I can barely hear you.
Well, Mr. Miko did say that they don't recognize Mr. Sheriff as the chairman of the party.
Well, first of all, let me congratulate His Excellency Amadou Sharif for emerging as the new PDP chairman. This is not the time for us to continue the rancor. The chairman has assumed the position and he has made declarative statements that he's embarking on a reconciliation mission for all members of the party, both those that are aggrieved and those that supported him. You know, what we have to learn in our country and in our continent is how to lose with grace. In any contest, somebody must win. And when you contest for an election or a position and you don't win, there are ways you can exit gracefully by supporting the results and the wishes of those that supported the process. So PDP has now filled the position of a chairman. The issue of the moment now is how to reposition the party for 2019.
Well, they say this is disgracefully from their perspective, because how could he say he wants to mend fences when he was drafted to the race 4 days ago? To them, that is not fair play.
I can't hear you.
Well, they say first and foremost, he was drafted to the race 4 days ago, and that suggests an afterthought in the first instance. Well, I'm saying that speaking about fair play and how he emerged, they're not happy with it because they suggest that there are many who had been in the race a long time ago. He comes in 4 days ago and becomes chairman.
Well, I mean, I was watching the last interview that you conducted. There are processes that are involved in the election of a chairman of a party, and he has met all those requirements. All the critical stakeholders of the party were carried along. He went through the processes and he's been elected the chairman. It doesn't matter when, I don't know when he entered the race, but it doesn't matter when somebody enters the race, so long as they qualify and meet all the requirements and all the internal requirements of the party. That people have been in the race for a very long time is not a justification for victory. There are some people that declare for election even before the positions are announced. So that's not a criteria for winning an election.
Why then did the BOT walk out and not endorse him?
Well, let me tell you, even if you go to Rome today and get the Pope to come and take this position, you have some dissent. You have some dissent. And what is important is that at the end of the day, what happens? And what happens for PDP today is that the NEC, which is the highest organ of the party, has ratified the election of Amadou Sharif. And thank God that Sharif has the spirit of carrying everybody along. He has actually started working. Yesterday, he was in Imo and in Abia. And that's on a reconciliation peace mission that he has started. For those of us that were in this party before we lost this power, I think that this is not the moment for rancor. This is the moment for us to come together, rebrand the party, rebuild the party, and re-strategize on how to win the election in 2019.
The Board of Trustees is not just anyone. If the Board of Trustees dissents with the NEC, don't you think that there's a problem there?
Well, the Board of Trustees is not the only organ of the party, but I'm not sure that all of them are not supporting his election, but it's not the only organ. I'm aware that you know that the caucus, he went through the caucus, he went through NEC, and he emerged as the chairman. However, like I keep saying, this is not the time for rancor. All those people that are aggrieved, it's even a challenge for His Excellency now to show that he has the capacity that everybody believes that he has by reaching out to all these individuals who are aggrieved and bring them back to the party.
Well, some people believe that the person of Ahmadu Sharif is quite controversial. What do you say to those people that say you've picked a controversial man to be the chairman of your party?
Well, I mean, if you pick somebody that is widely loved by your opponents, I'm sure you've made the wrong choice. But I think that the PDP has picked somebody that has made APC uncomfortable. So I think it's a very good choice. Controversial in what sense? Most of the allegations that you hear are speculative. And we don't run a speculative government. We run a democracy. If you have issues with somebody, you go to court and you address those matters. And I think some of the reasons why these things happen in Nigeria is because our tort reform laws are not as effective as it should be. Because when you make reckless statements about an individual and you are taken to court and sued for damages, and you are sued for damages and recoveries are made, people will be more careful about statements that they make about somebody. Here you have an ex-governor, a former senator, former chairman of a party, former BOT of a party, and people are making reckless statements because they feel that they can make that statement and get away. If you take people to court about making slanderous and libelous statements against you and they pay for it, people will be more careful about statements that they make. So most of these things that you hear are speculative.
The people who also made this statement seem to have pretty strong pedigrees, as it were, and it's just been dismissed in the media space. Nothing more. Can we just dismiss them with a wave of the hand?
No, I'm not dismissing it. I'm saying that there are avenues for them to seek their issues if they have one. They can go to court if they believe that this man doesn't have the pedigree to be the chair. They can go to court. They can go to court and address that. That is part of the evolving democracy that we have. But you can't just even you as you are. People have negative comments that they can make about you, but that doesn't stop the competence that you have to carry out your job. So,
what do you say to the comment? What do you say to the comment of Femi Fani-Kayode, who says that the PDP is in need of prayers?
Well, I mean, all of us are in need of prayers. All of us are in need of prayers. I don't think it's a bad suggestion for anybody. We need God in everything that we're doing. So if that's a suggestion that Fani-Kayode finds worthy for PDP, it's fine. We need prayers in our life. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. There's nothing that we can do and be successful without God.
How soon are we likely to see other positions occupied in the PDP?
Which other positions?
You should have some other positions.
In the National Working Committee or in the party?
No, in the National Working Committee.
Well, I'm not aware of any other vacant position in the National Working Committee. The chairman resigned duly, and the deputy national chairman was acting in that capacity until a few days ago when we filled that position. I'm not aware of any other vacant position in the party.
And you said should we call him the acting chairman or the chairman?
He's the chairman. He's been ratified by NEC. He's the chairman.
What about the BOT?
What about the BOT?
Yeah, we're looking at the ratification of the chairman's position.
Like I said, Suleiman, we are on a reconciliation mode at this point. The election is over. What should be permeating the airwaves right now is how to carry the caucus, the BOT, the NEC, and all members of party at large along to re-strategize for this party to win the election. And I think the chairman has already started that. There's no need going back on something that is already over with. The election is over.
And let's talk more about your zoning process, which has seen the emergence of Mr. Modu Sheriff. For now, the chairmanship has been zoned to the northeast, isn't it?
It is.
And he's been going around already, you say, since after his emergence, trying to see what he can do to bring everyone together. What exactly do you think that the PDP needs now to bounce back pretty fast?
Well, one thing we need is to, one, set aside our personal interests and look at the common goal of the party. That's one of the party. That is very, very important. And realizing that the strong opposition that PDP has been presenting to this government cannot survive without the support of all and sundry in the party.